Hello everybody, this is going to be a message, a daily guidance for the Aquarius Pisces. If you are an Aquarius Pisces cusp, very much probably for you. If it's you have Aquarius or Pisces placements anywhere in your chart, this message may resonate with you as well. All of my messages are going to be timeless, so whenever you find it is going to be the best and most perfect time for you. I want to start out with the vision that I saw right before I started this message, which it was kind of funny. It was a dragon. He had ordered a pizza. He was very hangry because he had forgot his wallet at home that day and he had to skip lunch. He had timed it perfectly, so he was able to order the pizza on his app on his way home sitting in traffic. But when he got home and he met the delivery driver there, he was shocked to find out that he had ordered the pizza incorrectly. It wasn't what he wanted. It was almost unedible because he had forgot to put cheese on it, and it was basically just sauce. And so the dragon was thinking, am I just going to have bread and sauce for dinner? This is not what I had expected. It's all my fault though. And so he was trying to keep it together, and he was smiling, but in like the most creepy way because he was super hangry and he was about to lose his ish, right? And so the message here, because the dragon was trying so hard not to terrify the human delivery driver that really was just doing his job. He didn't have anything to do with the fact that the dragon was expecting a regular pizza, or he had in his mind that he would get a certain type of pizza. And so he was just keeping in mind his strength and power in being a dragon, and was just still terrifying, but doing a great job at keeping his temper under control. So some of the guidance for us today may be to just kind of stay quiet if you feel like you're about to lose it, because it's like almost that energy of we don't always know our own strength. And that's not information that I would normally recommend for people. It's only for today. So whatever the situation is that you're running into, that maybe you are hungry, maybe you're tired, maybe you're just frustrated from a long day, and to remember you have this enormous strength inside of you, this dragon that lives inside of you. And sometimes it can be intimidating to certain individuals that may just be passing by. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some information from the cards. What is it that the aquafish need to know today? Thank you. So the first card out, we have the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so this could be money frustrations. This could be not feeling very well. And you know, I'm drawn to the worm that's coming out of this fruit. And so you may be in a position where there's not a lot of food in the house. Maybe it's the day before payday. Maybe you're supposed to go shopping that day and you had a headache or whatever it was. You weren't feeling your best. And so you're trying to kind of, I'm hearing, navigate your way through the day the best that you can with this Five of Pentacles. We also have the King of Pentacles in reverse, and so very much probably money or finance stressors here. And again, you're probably just not physically feeling well, and it could be directly linked. It could be the stress that you've been going through in the recent weeks or months, even depending on your situation, and it's just all mounting up. It's kind of like the dragon's bad day, where it was just everything all compiled together. He was holding it together by a string, right? And I heard doing a damn good job. So you're probably doing a damn good job based on your circumstances and everything you've endured. Spirit is wanting you to know, excellent, good job for holding it together. Okay, we also have the Empress here. So this is growth. This is being able to create. This is looking in the cupboard and, okay, look, actually I do have some mozzarella in the fridge. I do have some pepperoni here I can slice up, and I'm just gonna stick this in the oven for a couple minutes. And I honestly don't know if pepperoni comes not already sliced, but you know what I mean. Maybe he found some olives in the pantry and he just decided he was going to make the best out of this pizza, right? Like, isn't that what this looks like? Like he's holding a pizza with like a bite. He's like, oh, no worries. Actually, I do have some cheese. So I'm glad that I didn't freak out that pizza delivery man and like ruin his night too. You know what I mean? So with this Empress card, I'm also picking up on children. So you could be a parent. All right. Anything else here? Yeah, when I looked down at the deck, it was the Three of Pentacles was on the top of the deck. And so making the most out of what you have available to you. Okay, thank you. Okay, so yeah, the card that came out again was the Three of Coins, so it was meant to be. All right, anything. Okay, we have a whole bunch of coins here. We have the King, the 5, and the 3. The 3 and the 5 together would be the 8 of Pentacles, so something to do with being able to create. And so to me, it seems like you're really crafty, like you're able to create things out of thin air at times, or to create things out of other things. You see how they're kind of working together with their tools here. Another thing that I'm really being drawn to with these cards, hold on, let me see if I can adjust this camera. That's probably a little bit better, but if you guys can see here with the 5 of Coins and the 3 of Coins, how there's that arch, that window present in both of the cards. And this is usually a reminder in the tarot that even when we're at our lowest moments, or especially when we're at our lowest moments, when we're not able to always depend on the community that we have around us, it's to push us closer to God, and at times to find other communities or resources beyond what we've come to know in that present day. So an example that's coming to mind is if you're in a new town, maybe finding a local church that you can meet people, people that are on similar paths as you, is especially if you're somebody who's starting over, or somebody who has found certain parts of your lifestyle are not exactly serving you well. This could be a place that can strengthen your ability to truly start anew and reinforce positive habits, connections, and opportunities that God is putting in your path. Does that make sense? And church isn't going to be for everybody. It's certainly not the answer for every pathway. But, you know, you can apply it. You know, I'm seeing also like a community service center, like a place where you can dedicate time or volunteer time is another way that you can meet like-minded souls. Find ways to give back, because it's often the souls that have met trials, tribulations, and struggles in their life that have the most wisdom, that probably align with the circumstances that you've been shown. So that's just a couple of examples, but finding a community that's in alignment with service, with God, with finding a relationship with God, these are things that are being encouraged at this time. So getting a little bit more clarity, clarifying the 5 of Coins, please. We have betrayed, violated by intentional actions. So in clarifying the 5 of Coins, this could be something that you're coming out of, where you've experienced some kind of betrayal or upheaval, or you saw a situation, a hurtful situation that was lurking in the darkness that was brought to light. And that's probably why you're in this transitionary period that I'm picking up on, where you were trying to build your life anew. And because you have been recently betrayed, either by connections or even the world, it's leaving you feeling somewhat haunted here with the ghosts around this person. Somewhat haunted about mistakes you've made, people you've trusted, connections that you thought were one thing only to find out that they were another. And Spirit is also wanting me to specify that sometimes even godly connections are brought into our life, and they leave us feeling somewhat disappointed. They leave us feeling even mild variations of betrayal, because not all relationships are perfect. They're going to trigger us. There's going to be times where we want to distance ourselves, but sometimes it's not all their fault. Sometimes the healing is on our end, and we tend to circle back around. Because I'm kind of seeing with this Empress here, there is this one spirit in the background. Oh, there's 2 here. So a couple individuals from the past do make it to the next phase. They do come back around because they're ready to grow and cooperate together. Okay, can I get some more information on the King of Pentacles in reverse, please? They're saying not this deck. So we're going to move on to this oracle here. Can I get clarity on the King of Pentacles, please? Clarifying the King of Pentacles that is in reverse. Thank you. So we actually had two cards that came out together. I'm going to take both of them. We got Chaos and Round came out together. So how interesting that there's that spiral effect, or that chaotic tornado effect with the spiral. The Round says not applying lessons learned, unhealthy patterns on repeat, unable to let go of the past, repeating an old story. Chaos is saying difficult experiences, heavy burdens test your strength, unpredictable events, and opposing forces. So this could say that you're facing a combination of trials and tribulation right now. Some are outside factors, spiritual, material, conflict, antagonists, obstacles, and some of them are due to our own refusal to move past cycles that we know we've already overcome. Unhealthy habits, coping mechanisms. I mean, I can tell you I ate food last night that I know I'm allergic to, but I saw everybody celebrating, and I have, emotional ties to food, and so I was like, I'm going to indulge. And what happened was I'm not feeling good today. My stomach's not feeling great. And it's like, I know there's certain things I'm not supposed to eat, but I continue to do this to myself. I justify it in my mind, only to suffer the natural consequences the day after or whenever they occur, right? So with the King of Pentacles in reverse, he is probably a physical ailment. He's probably specifying not feeling well physically and having it be tied directly to certain cycles that we're imposing on ourselves, that we're refusing to move past. And it's creating more chaotic interference for us. And with the everyday stressors of life that we're already dealing with, and from minor inconveniences of ordering the wrong pizza all the way up to major hardships in life like unemployment and chronic illness as present in the Five of Coins. This can affect our finances. It can affect our overall well-being over long periods of time. And so this is something that Spirit is asking for us to take a look at today. Can I get some clarifying information on the Empress, please? Clarifying the Empress. Thank you. So we have petrified here. Scared, terrified, and how funny when I was telling you earlier about the dragon that was trying to hold itself together. The dragon was trying so hard not to scare the human that was only doing their job, bringing the pizza that the dragon had ordered. And it wasn't their fault that the dragon made a mistake. We have watch your back here on the top of the deck. So I'm feeling like with petrified, scared, terrified, watch your back. And it's almost like this person has that shadow there. It could be talking about shadow work, but I feel like it's also talking about, being scared of your own shadow and having those moments where our shadow does slip out and we end up inadvertently intimidating those around us, whether it's our animals, right? Our children, our friends, our colleagues, whoever it is. Allow that moment in time to pass and do your best to smile your way through it, even if your smile is still kind of creeping people out. Okay. Okay, I know with Aquarius, like, you know what I'm talking about, and Pisces too. You see, this is why I created this channel. I know this is my group, this is going to be my soul tribe. I know you guys are going to know exactly what I'm talking about. You're a powerful creature. Not a perfect creature, a powerful creature. And so knowing when and where to wield this power is going to be essential for the days ahead. 3 of coins, please. We're going to clarify the 3 of coins. Please. Clarifying information for the 3 of coins. Thank you. We have imprint, unforgettable, and left a mark. Interesting. So this could be talking about your ability to be resourceful, or like with the example I gave you with the dragon being able to create the pizza with the leftover items in his pantry, or your ability to gravitate towards and find a helpful community of like-minded individuals, kind of like what I'm doing right now. I'm creating this platform so that I can find people who kind of think and understand the cusp of sensitivity, the Aquarius mind, the Pisces heart, and the fact that we're not necessarily strange as much as we are perfectly imperfect and created exactly as we were intended to be. Being able to utilize our strengths by recognizing them not only reflected in others that are like us, but also reflections of how resourceful we are, how creative we are, how capable we are within ourselves. It's going to leave an impact on your confidence levels, on your psyche. I'm seeing even like an energetic imprint here, an impact energetically that's going to ripple through your auric field. It's going to impact the way that you look. It's going to impact your beauty, even with the Empress card here. But I'm especially seeing an increase in confidence. Okay, if you can break free of these cycles and these levels that, quite honestly, Spirit's saying you've already surpassed those. You know what's good for you. You know what's not. On the bottom of the deck, I have yearning here, waiting, pining, and craving. And so I'm feeling like it's just tied to these cycles. Knowing that these yearning moments are going to come up, but it doesn't have to win the moment, because you have make a wish here, keeping the faith, and then we also have rest and retreat. So taking time to rest, taking a nap if you feel like you're really overwhelmed with the day, with the week, with whatever you've been through, right? Whenever you're finding this, because when we're hungry and when we're tired, we're not our best selves. I'm hearing hungry, grab a Snickers. So it's like that. It's like you're not yourself when you're hungry, right? You're not yourself when you're tired. You're not yourself when you're sick. You're not yourself when you're in physical pain. And so in the days ahead, you're learning the value in times of work and times of rest, especially if you are facing some heavy shadow work and transitionary periods. Resting is being productive as well. So to close out, I want to find out what is it that you're releasing, because this is the deck that I have in front of me. So closing messages for the Aquafish, please. It says, I am releasing my comparison of myself to others. And so how interesting that I was just talking about being able to see reflections of yourself through similarities of others. But Spirit is wanting for me to specify that just because you have these reflections of yourself in others, it doesn't necessarily mean they are you, that they see the world the way that you do. It's just these glimmers, like a disco ball, right? These tiny mirrors, hundreds of mirrors that we have, these hundreds of reflections into our soulmates and their variations and their many forms, and to realize that no two paths are the same. And so if somebody starts trying to be all or nothing with you. Spirit is wanting for you to recognize that you can take certain lessons and moments from the friendship or the connection, and also take moments of rest and retreat from the connection, and take that time to process what was said, what was relayed to you, because even if it feels wrong in the moment, with time you may look back on that conversation and see they were right, and what was triggered was aspects of your shadow. And it doesn't make them any less of a friend in the long term to take moments or breaks away. Does that make sense? Spirit is saying, because sometimes what's triggering us is that that person didn't react to the situation exactly as you would have. And that doesn't make them wrong, it just makes them different from you. Okay, and then I just want to get one more. What else are we releasing? It says, I'm releasing my disorganized lifestyle. So with the chaos card and the round and round, this is also talking about cleaning up your space, your environment, so that you can feel at ease, so that you can feel comfortable resting. And it may help calm your anxiety. Something that I happened to come across on social media the other day, there was this woman saying that her psychotherapist, I think she said, advised her that when she feels her thoughts are racing out of control, that she can cover up one of her eyes to see if it'll calm her thoughts, and that it actually works. It's some kind of biological response or neurological response. I forget what she said, but what I remember, what made an overall imprint on my memory, was that she said she purchased an eye patch, and when she's cleaning up her apartment and she feels anxious or overwhelmed, she puts the eye patch on, and it just really calms her while she's doing those tasks of cleaning, organizing, daily chores, those things that have to be done. And in being able to calm her racing thoughts, she's able to stay focused, stay productive, and get more done. So that might be a tip that's helpful for you today.